on Friday afternoon, the Woodstock started. About within an hour after the gates came down, I was in the on the little 2-lane road going up the hill to the gates.
In the Alpha?
In my little red Alpha.
With the fur coat on?
No, I didn't have a fur coat on. A little Alfa Romeo convertible, a little redhead girl named Dee. And I had...
Dee Huff.
Yep.
Oh. H-O-G-H.
Yep. And I had a case of beer. I had the top down and a case of beer sitting on the boot. And 2 guys in a car coming the other way held out their hand and went, "Hey, you want to trade this for a 6-pack of beer?" And I looked, and they had a backstage parking permit and a backstage pass. That best 6-pack of beer I ever spent.
That's for Woodstock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually for Woodstock?
Yep. It's a real deal.
They were journalists, and they thought that because the gates had come down, it was going to degenerate.
Huh.
So they bummed out, and they just took off. And they wanted my beer, and
you wanted their passes.
yeah,
They just didn't go in?
they had already been in.
Oh.
And when the gates came down, they got bummed. They thought it was going to deteriorate into the gates of hell, so they just bailed.
You want to know something? I know that name. Jim Forat.
Do you really?
Yeah, he became a big promoter in New York.
Unbelievable.
Small world.
No kidding.
I mean, I don't know him, but I know who he is. I mean, he had, I think, the Danceteria, or he actually booked. He became really in the 70s and 80s. It's a name. He might even still be in the industry, but so that's pretty funny. And the Laurel Pop, though, I mean, I guess you sold tickets for that at the.
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you sell tickets for Woodstock too, or?
No.
No, we didn't.
We didn't think it was going to amount to much.
Well, I did. That's why I went.
I didn't.
I hired somebody. One of the guys, I had a couple of part-timers working for me, and I hired him to work that weekend, and headed up there Thursday night, and got back early Monday morning. And there's a slight matter of about 36 hours where I don't remember. But
and we were worried about you. I was working.
You remember when Mike went?
Oh yeah, yeah. He was all excited about going. He stopped by the house before he left, I believe. Said he was going. Where he was going. I said it's not going to be anything. And off he went. In his little red Alpha.
If you ever watch the movie again, off on stage right, you'll see my little red Alpha.
Really?
With the top up. It was there from Friday afternoon till late Sunday.
Because you got the pass.
Yeah. And I remember I was totally stuck in the mud when I tried to leave Sunday afternoon, and a whole bunch of people pushed me out and got mud. You know, the mud was flying off the tires, and everybody was all covered with mud and loving it.
Having a good time.
Absolutely.
And he got back, he was all excited. He said, "Man, that was great."